How are we supposed to be able to try to make a global casino that is based upon actions to where we can also license the IP to every single country in the world? Stay till the end to find out. Welcome to the news. So how is it that we are supposed to try to get into the lines of every single country into the world? Into the world? How do we get into the world through every single country in the world? Because we're trying to develop action-based incentivization to develop a global casino that is based upon actions, an action-based global casino, and people bet on these actions of global good deeds philanthropy, and we have viewing rights in every single country, so we're trying to designate the intellectual property rights for every single country, similar to the film industry, where they designate the intellectual property rights to every single country, so that in essence, different people can watch in every single country, and we just have a distribution agreement with every single country, similar to the film industry, so that in essence, we have people watching, people taking actions in the world, and there's in essence a betting process, a betting system. It's like a casino. People bet on the actions that other people are going to take, more or less, and they sort of incentivize the process at the same time, and other people can guide the process. Other people can be a guide or a mentor in the process. Other people have the ability to be able to influence the outcome by choosing different philanthropy outcomes and choosing different philanthropy energy that they want to try to generate, for example, and develop a goal. And as people try to, in essence, unfold those goals, there are different variables that occur. And so different people are able to watch, like, similar to viewing items on demand, like pay-per-view channels around the world, pay-per-view channels of people trying to do good deeds, other people trying to do good deeds, and there are live events hosted where people are trying to develop philanthropy flash mobs around the world, and at the same time, it's like watching pay-per-view boxing. We are able to charge and try to get intellectual property rights for different countries around the world to be able to view this content, and so we just want to make an assurance that every single country in the world gets the viewing rights to be able to get a participation process and has the licensing, the intellectual property licensing, to be able to view this content as though it is like the Global Philanthropy Energy Games, the Global Philanthropy Energy Good Deeds Economy Games, the Global Philanthropy Energy Global Good Deeds Economy Games, because we have betting systems, betting processes on the outcomes of what sort of outcomes that people will choose, the directions they'll go, these scavenger hunts that they unfold, and a similar process, so that in essence we have a global casino, like a global casino for developing the global philanthropy energy grid, for developing the global good deeds economy. The global good deeds economy by developing broadcasting of different people, developing different philanthropy energy flash mobs around the world, and sort of trying to predict the outcome at the same time, because more or less there's a fundamental interest to try to align with what could conceivably happen in developing like a pay-per-view scheduling for various events that have to do with philanthropy, good deeds being done, and people are paying with actions. People are also able to pay with actions. It's an action economy. It's a good deeds economy. So we actually want people to reciprocate and be able to film their own actions and like actually pay with actions, to be able to pay-per-view, to view certain events around the world. And for example, they also have to contribute their own content as an access process to be able to validate their entry to get in to watch certain pay-per-view, and so they can pay with actions. They can pay with good deeds actions around the whole world. They can pay to play by participating, by developing good deeds, by developing good deeds in the process. They get to participate in watching pay-per-views. And this also turns into a casino at the same time. How similar to how people bet on boxing and like on certain boxing events or other ones of this fashion. So we want to have a global casino for the philanthropy energy, which is inspiring different people to be able to take actions at the same time by reciprocating and posting content about good deeds happening. And at the same time, we're able to sell our intellectual property around the world, so that in essence we have like a global circulating process of actions with reciprocating actions to be able to help expand and make a more expansive global philanthropy good deeds economy. And then therefore, and thereby, the global philanthropy energy grid. Fundamentally, Yeah, all these events are unfolding around the world, and they're like scavenger hunts where different people are not needing to unfold different things, sort of like watching The Great Escape or The Great Race, The Greatest Race. One of those shows, one of those things, it was where people would run around the world and they would try to uncover different sort of like a scavenger hunt. They would uncover different, like, they had a list to be able to cross off and to run through the list to be able to fulfill a certain mission, a certain task, and having a betting system according to the different processes and the different run-ins that they could conceptually face is along the lines for reality TV of how to like bet alongside of reality TV. As we're sort of also like outsourcing our intellectual property to different countries at the same time, so that we're engaging every single country at the same time through our licensing agreements. Through our licensing agreements, it's not just about money, it's about actions, it's about causing actions and people paying with actions. People being able to pay with actions in the global philanthropy energy casino, the global philanthropy energy and the global good deeds economy casino, where people are able to pay with actions, pay with actions, pay with actions. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. And just as an example, we'll make a fun little fictitious example. If everybody in the world is able to run around and be able to clear the animal shelters, take the action of clearing the animal shelters, then we'd be able to clear all the animal shelters so that no shelter animals needed to stay in the animal shelters, yeah. And fostering shelter animals can go wild, and everybody can foster shelter animals and adopt shelter animals, so we can clear the animal shelters, and we can also hire shelter animals as our healers, hire shelter animals as our healers, so that we can clear the animal shelters and hire all the animals in the animal shelters as our healers in and among and throughout our communities. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And then also all the animals in the world, try to hire all the animals in the world also as our healers, hire all the animals as little healing energies to be able to put their unique energy to heal us as humans all around all the global communities in the world, in every single country, in every single town, every single city as well. That's all for now. Thanks again. Ding Tech Change for Games, Ding Tech Change for Games Studios. Alright, peace, bye, peace.